Hello everyone, welcome to Skillify. Today we'll see some basic functions relatable to strings, or let's say you have to fetch out the substring. So substring is nothing but the part of a string, and string is something which is combination. Over here you can see that I have given some example of the strings. So we have numbers, we have characters and all. So if you have to extract substring from a string, so how you can do that? So we have some functions out there. So let's say you have a string as, let's say, someone's name, and the requirement is to fetch out the substring, the only name. So you have to separate, or you have to fetch out the name of that person from that string in which the name and the surname are together. So these are some common scenarios. So right now my requirement is to, I need to fetch out something from left, something from the right side, and something from the left hand side. So for that I have functions over here. Now remember one thing, 90% of the time the functions we've been using in the Excel are starting by the name itself. Okay, so for that what you can do is simple, just start typing is equal to, first type is equal to, and then start typing left, and you'll see that left is a function over here. And if you don't understand what are the functionalities of this function, how it is going to work, so you can just read out this small pop-up that is saying return the specified number of characters from a start of a text string. So why it is mentioning that start? Because left hand side is always this side, right? So it is the starting of a string. So just press the tab key to open the function for you. It is asking you to select the text first. So from which text do you want to fetch out a string or number of characters from the left hand side? So let's say I want to fetch out from the first string. Then to go to give the next parameter, you have to give it separator as comma. Now it is asking how many number of character you want to fetch out. So let's say I want to fetch out 5 numbers. Okay. Yes, 5 numbers, and I will just open the close the bracket and I will hit enter. Okay. So same way, you can just select this one, select this cell, double click on it, and you can see that 42736 and then 42737 and all. So basically what we have done is simple, we have autofilled, we are using the references actually. Okay, so you can see that over here it is saying we have implemented the formula in the second cell. Okay, so over here, see, if I double click on it, it will show you that it is taking reference of this cell. If I check with other cell, if you double click on it, it is showing you that it is taking the reference of this cell. So basically, referencing, we are using that everywhere. What we have done right now, we have fetched out now few number of characters, that is 5, from the left hand side of the string. Now let's say I want to fetch out something from mid. So how can I do that? Is my requirement is to fetch out something from mid. So again, put is equal to type mid. So it is there. Just press the tab key. Okay. So one more thing is there. When you type this function, let's say I am typing it in lowercase, and you can see that over here my function is in uppercase. So by pressing tab key now, so you are just putting the right function, like exactly in the right format and everything. Now again it is asking you the text from which you want to fetch out the numbers from mid, or number of characters. So let's say I will just select this first one, I will give comma to switch to the next parameter. Now there are two things in the left function, we have to give just 2 parameters. Right now we have to give 3 parameters. One is, it is asking, first is ask which, from which text you want to fetch out the your substring. Second thing, it is asking from which number you want to start. So see, we have already from the left hand side, we have fetched out 5 characters. So let's say I want to start from the 6th one. Okay. And now to move to the next parameter, give it a comma as separator. And let's say I want to fetch out 4 numbers. Okay. 4 number of characters, and just close the bracket, hit enter. Okay. So let's go with, okay. Yes. If I change, I can change the number from 4 to 5 and just hit enter. So I am having this value over here. What I need to do is simple, just double click on it, and that formula will get pasted to the end of your sheet. You can check it, control shift down arrow. Yes. So over here we have double click on it. Okay. Now click on it, press control shift down arrow. And right now we have, see, we have this 56,000 number of rows. So that formula is getting copied to each and every cell. Now click on this cell to move to the top of your sheet, Control Shift up arrow, and now you are at the top of your sheet. Now same way, the way we have applied the left function, the mid function, now we can fetch out the values from the right side. So again, type is equal to and then right. Okay, press the tab key. Function is open for you. Select the text, give it a separator as comma. It is asking how many number of characters you want to fetch out from the left. I want to fetch out the 5 numbers of character. Close the bracket, hit enter. Okay, and just double click, and now everything get copied. So this is the way you can just fetch out the values. The main use case to do these things are when you do the data cleaning, when you do some project work and all, there is a requirement to do some data cleaning. Okay, so you have to fetch out a specific number of character from a given string, from a raw data, okay, or from some unformatted data. So in that scenario, these functions are your savior. Okay, so that's all for video. We'll see some other function in the next video. Thank you.